So I'm just scrolling through my phone, doing the usual mindless catch-up, and suddenly, boom, it's everywhere. Video after video of guys getting exposed, and they don't even know they're being filmed. Like, what is going on? So I started digging. And let me tell you, this one's different. Yeah, it's a crime story, but not the kind you're thinking. If you're anywhere in Asia right now, your feed's probably already blowing up with these clips. Let's get into it. So there's this person in China who goes by Miss Hong. Well, Miss Hong is not a miss at all. It's actually a male, a dude. And this dude managed to lure over 237 unsuspecting men to his apartment with the pretense of getting down and funky. Now, these 237 men, even at the last minute, most of them went through with it. But they're also victims in a way, because they did not know they were being secretly filmed. And all of these videos made it online onto one of these porn sites. And it's actually one of these men who recognized himself, but all the other men, they just stayed quiet. So this is Miss Hong, wearing what appears to be nothing other than a cheap wig, caked makeup, a mask on, and a Crayola painted on as lipstick. But somehow this still worked. And not once, but 237 frickin' times. At first people thought the number was 1,600.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like 2 guys per day for 3 years, if that's even believable. But then police were like, nah, it's actually just 297, which is a lot closer. But if you consider these were men meeting supposedly a woman, believing it to be a woman, realizing it's a man, and still going through with it, it still boggles my mind how no one confronted this person who had obviously cheated them. So let's break down this master plan. Number 1, create a fake persona online on Douyin, which is China's TikTok. Post stuff like, hey boys, free cat, just bring some snacks. And then when these guys show up, film them with a hidden camera, post these videos online on those corn sites and make a profit. If you ignore the fact that doing all this breaks several laws, is amoral and illegal. And in these videos, you can see many of these guys showing up with gifts. Some brought fruit, some brought milk. One dude showed up with peanut oil. And this is not some kind of euphemism, it's truly peanut oil. I'm not sure what kind of gift that is. So Miss Hong, whose real name is Jiao, was 38 years old at the time this happened, and secretly selling and posting all this footage online. And once this footage is out there, it's out there on the internet. There's no going back. One of these men recognized himself on July 6, 2025 and notified the police immediately. 2 days later, police mentioned the charges, spreading obscene material online. Meanwhile, the remaining men were probably like, what? I was on camera? And these men came from all walks of life. Everyone was caught because every single one of these encounters was filmed and put online. And people are just going through these videos to basically understand how these encounters even went down. I mean, how is it possible to undress in front of someone and not realize what their gender is? And it made for some pretty crazy encounters, I should say. One guy realized he'd been duped and refused to go through with it. Even when confronted and questioned, Miss Hong insisted they were female. But after negotiating for some money, the visitor agreed to go through with it as long as he would get paid for some compensation. One of the men asked her, what are these things hanging out? And Miss Hong just said, they're not what you think they are. I'm just swollen. But if you really think about it, it's not the looks that got these men interested. Very likely, they were just very sad, lonely men falling victim to emotional manipulation. People were commenting online that Miss Hong made these dudes feel like main characters. She'd flirt, remember little details that made them feel wanted. And Miss Hong never asked for money for this, just snacks. In all of these videos that were posted online, none of their faces were blurred. Many commenters don't really seem to care that these men were also victims in a way. So here's a top 10 list that was actually made by one of these Reddit-style forums in China. Number 1, Mr. Leather Jacket. Tall, engaged, smooth talker. Fiancé saw the video, called it off, and got tested for HIV. Number 2, we have Four Seasons guy. The dude showed up 4 times, different outfits, different seasons. Then you have the kindergarten teacher, Mike from Uzbekistan. And he actually gets confronted by Miss Hong, who tells him, "You stink, go shower." Mike is then seen profusely apologizing. One of the men, due to their large Instagram following, got recognized immediately, and someone DM'd him, "Bro, you're in a viral video." When confronted, he claimed he didn't know that Miss Hong was a male. Some people felt bad about these guys. They got filmed without consent. Others were like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Upon hearing the news, some wives separated from their husbands. Some bosses fired their employees. And because all these acts were unprotected, one dude's family took him to get tested for everything. And it's pretty good advice for everyone else to follow suit as well. Women were really confused on the forums. They were asking the men, couldn't they tell that Miss Hong is a man? And one of the men explained, well, if they're there already, they might as well just continue. And this became an official catchphrase for the scandal, a kind of YOLO movement of bad decisions. Well, unsurprisingly, Miss Hong was eventually arrested, and someone found their old rental listing where this act went down. It was listed as a beautiful house with stories, and we can only guess what kind of memories were created there. Police in the town of Nanjing where this occurred warned people, if someone offers you something for free online, run. Because free stuff always ends up costing you the most. While Miss Hong might be the type of scammer that not every male would swipe right on, he's definitely one that we'll all remember for some time to come. I'm honestly dumbfounded by this whole thing. That's all. Victor out.